Hello friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nada, and today I'm coming at you with a little library haul. I don't know, I haven't filmed in a while. I have some videos in the pipeline that I'm working on editing right now, but you know, I be lazy, I'm a Taurus. So I just thought that I would film this quick video that will hopefully not be too long with some books that I got from the library today. And now I can just tell you what they're about and a little bit about why I ended up picking them up. I don't know if you can relate. Maybe you can't because you're smarter than me. But I have been sleeping on the library recently. Like, I will always go to bookstores. I'll go to Barnes & Noble, go to independent bookshops and whatnot, and see all these books that I want. All these books that I want to read. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could buy that when they're at the library for free. So I went to the library today to get some work done. I had to leave because this lady next to me was not wearing a mask and she was coughing and sniffing everywhere. Can I just have a brief interlude to say, like, I know not everyone is still scared of COVID, even though it literally still exists. People are literally still dying from it. But like, if you're sick, don't you, even if it's not that, don't you think you could at least wear a mask because you know you're sick and you're going to be in a place where there's a lot of other people? But I digress. Yes, I have been sleeping on the library today, and they had like so many books that I've been interested in reading for the past couple of years. So I'm going to show you which ones I got, and hopefully this can be like a little TBR type video as well, because these are books that I'm going to have to read over the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, because I have to give them back to the library, of course. And also I might film like a shorts follow-up to this where I give just like quick lightning round reviews of each of the books that I picked up. But yeah, don't sleep on the library because there is a lot of TikTok famous, internet popular, like often talked about books at the library that you can get for free instead of paying like $29.99 at the bookstore. Anyways, if you love books, reading, the library, anything media and pop culture related, please subscribe to my channel. I make videos whenever I want because I'm a busy gal. But it's a fun time over here, if I do say so myself. At least I have fun editing the videos while I'm watching them. What else? Oh yeah, give this video a thumbs up for the freaking library, man. I love a free book. And leave a comment down below about a book that you've read at the library recently or that you would like to get from the library now that I have reminded you, maybe, that libraries exist. Start with Manifesto on Never Giving Up by Bernardine Evaristo. So this is a memoir by the author Bernardine Evaristo. She is, and I'm saying it in the English way because I don't want to be that annoying person who overpronounces words in foreign languages, but she wrote the novel Girl, Woman, Other, which was the first book by a Black woman to ever win the Man Booker Prize, and also the first book by a Black British person to ever win the Man Booker Prize. This lady has a special place in my heart because she is Nigerian, but her father, I don't remember exactly what the word is, retornados or something like that. Her father's parents emigrated from Brazil to Nigeria after slavery ended, basically. So she's mixed race. Her mom is white. Her dad is Nigerian of Brazilian origin. And there's just not a lot of media, to me at least. It's just a fact. There's not a lot of media about Lusophone, Portuguese-speaking, Portuguese heritage, having Black people in the world. I don't even really know if she identifies as that, but just even like seeing her name when she won the Man Booker Prize, I was like, oh, I feel represented finally. So this book, and she's got the face. She's got the Afro Lusophone face, like the nose. Let me see if there's she has the nose. She literally looks like my aunt. Like, there's a specific face. She looks like my aunt. I can see it in my mind. I kind of need this book, Manifesto on Never Giving Up. I started Girl, Woman, Other. I never finished it. I have it on my shelf. I'm looking at it right now, so I'm going to read it, but I have not been feeling really great. I've been feeling kind of lost, kind of unmoored in my life, and like I don't know what I want to be doing or what I should be doing or where I should go, and honestly like feeling very behind in life, and just like to have a manifesto on never giving up, like stories, words, perspectives, something about how to not give up on myself and continue to pursue my creative ideas to their end. I feel like I really need this guidance. I feel like I really need this boost, this yeet into my future. There's also like elements of like her queer upbringing, her being a mixed race person growing up in Great Britain. She started the first ever Black women's theater collective. Like there's a lot, I see a lot of parallel, I'm not mixed race, but I see a lot of parallels between her life as a writer, a theater performer, practitioner, Afro-Lusophone person in the world and my life. So I just want to read about it. Anyways, I picked up another nonfiction book as well, which could probably be hit or miss, TBA. These are some big books, so I need to start reading tonight. But this one is called Teaching White Supremacy, America's Democratic Ordeal and the Forging of Our National Identity. And it is by Donald Yakovny. But in 2014, this author, he's a white man, just so you know, I don't know if that's important to you. He won with Henry Louis Gates an NAACP Image Award for the African Americans Many Rivers to Cross. I was honestly just interested in this. This is an exploration of white supremacy, past and present in America, and how our democratic principles developed out of it, and how generations of our nation's most hallowed educators and their textbooks have insidiously fostered racism at all levels of learning. So this is just about the legacy of white supremacy in the United States of America and how it is entrenched in our history and everything we do and everything that this country is. I love history. I'm a historian at my core, I feel like. I'm always thinking about history, where we've come from, where we're going, how to make those connections, and I just feel like I'm gonna be honest, it was the cover that got me. Like I'm pretty sure this is called Manifest Destiny. The Manifest Destiny painting with teaching white supremacy. Like I'm also really interested in education and education systems, especially since the American education system, it sucks ass. Like it sucks ass. Children are being left behind constantly. George Bush lied. He lied his ass off because so many children are being left behind here. And conservatives in this country since the 1960s have been aggressively trying and succeeding to erode the public education system. I mean, like if you've ever seen a TikTok or all of those like popular TikToks about teachers no longer or like leaving the profession and how happy they are, that is a byproduct of years of anti-public education policy. And why is there anti-public education policy? Because public education educates the masses, and if the masses are educated, they will no longer accept being subjugated and used as servants to the elite. White supremacy is very entrenched in the education system in the United States. I believe so, and this book is talking about that more. And also just like thinking about, places like Florida that are banning or severely limiting subjects like AP African American Studies. This like weird crusade people have against critical race theory, as though that term means reverse racism, as though it means white people back of the bus, black people spit on them as they walk. Like all of these new race wars that are being fought on the battleground of our children's education that is what the topic of this book is. And I could talk about this all day, every day, because it really concerns me. I think public education is incredibly important. My parents, I grew up Catholic. My family made a very concerted effort not to put me in Catholic school because my dad believed strongly in the power of a public education and the freedom of ideas that you get in a public school that you don't necessarily get in a religiously affiliated school. So, all that being said, I'm excited to read this and apply it to my future pursuits as a bad bitch in the world. Let's talk about the love songs of W.E.B. Du Bois by Honoré Fanonne Jeffers. I used to go to Target like every week and look at this book and just, I wanted to buy it so badly, but I knew that I couldn't afford it. How much is this book? $28.99. Yes, I committed the venial sin of judging a book by its cover, but the plot synopsis of this is very of a piece with things that I'm interested in writing and exploring in my writing. It's about a girl named Ailey Pearl Garfield, who is basically mining her family's history in the United States. The history of her African, indigenous, and white ancestors, trying to understand the place where her mother's family is from in Georgia, and also where she grew up in the north of the United States, and kind of contending with this idea that even though her foremothers have failed or not reached the level of success that they necessarily wanted to, she is expected to do that in their stead or in their place. So this is, it's been described as similar to Homegoing. It doesn't, I don't think it gets into the other side of the triangular trade in the same way that Homegoing does, but this is mainly focused on the United States. But I'm interested in some of those similar themes in my writing, and this is also a debut novel. So I just thought, you know, I really want to read this, see what it's about. I read Homegoing, it broke my heart. I loved it. I cried. I threw up twice, and I'm ready to do the same with this one. I didn't really throw up. And last but not least, we have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This is a bit of a contentious one for me. I follow this person on TikTok and on YouTube who was talking about some of the racism and racist tropes in Ninth House, and I've only ever heard really good things about this book, so I was a little taken aback. But I'm interested in reading it for myself and just kind of seeing what it's all about. I'm interested in elites, secret societies, Yale University, shout out to Rory Gilmore. And I heard there's vampires in the second one. I'm entering my adult contemporary fiction era. So I'm excited to start reading, actually. I forgot how exciting the library can be to get books from, and also how helpful it is to have a defined deadline when I need to have finished the books by. Otherwise, they're taking them away and someone else is going to have access. Free book. I love being able to access popular, buzzed about, talked about books for no money. And I'm also thinking about getting a Kindle soon because, as you can see, some of these babies are honkers. And if I get a Kindle, I gave Amazon $90 once. And then I can get unlimited free books from the library and carry them around in my pocket and never give Amazon money again. I'm sorry that I did that. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.